Imagine this situation. You arrive in a new country. You are tired after a long flight. Your suitcase feels heavy. Your phone battery is almost dead. You walk into a beautiful hotel lobby. The lights are warm, the floor is shiny, and people are speaking English around you. Suddenly, someone at the front desk smiles and asks, "How can I help you?" At that moment, many English learners feel two emotions at the same time. First, excitement. You are traveling, exploring, seeing something new. But second, nervousness. Your brain quickly asks a question. Can I speak English well enough? Will they understand me? What if I make a mistake? If you have ever felt this way, you are not alone. Millions of English learners experience this exact moment when they travel. So today, we are going to relax together and talk about English in hotels. Real conversations, real situations, funny mistakes, embarrassing moments, and, of course, useful tips to help you feel more confident when speaking English. Before we continue, we want to know something about you. Wherever you are right now, imagine raising your hand and telling us, where are you listening from today? Maybe you are listening from your bedroom late at night. Maybe you are on a bus going to work. Maybe you are studying English in a quiet library. Or maybe you are already traveling somewhere exciting. Please write a comment and tell us your country and city. We always love seeing messages from listeners all over the world. It makes this podcast feel like a big international classroom where everyone is learning together. And by the way, if you are listening while doing something else, cooking, cleaning, exercising, or walking, that is actually a great way to learn English. Your brain slowly absorbs the sounds and rhythm of the language. Now, I'm here with my good friend, John, and today we're going to share some interesting hotel stories. John, I have a question for you. When you travel, are you the type of person who checks into the hotel quickly and confidently, or do you sometimes feel nervous speaking English?
That is a very honest question, Lily, and I think many listeners will understand my answer. Even though I use English often, there are still moments when I feel a little nervous in hotels, especially in new countries. Sometimes the accent is different, sometimes the staff speaks very fast, and sometimes my brain suddenly forgets very simple words. For example, one time I arrived at a hotel after a very long trip. I had traveled almost 12 hours. My head felt slow and tired. When I reached the reception desk, the receptionist asked me a very simple question. Would you like a single bed or a double bed? But for some reason, my brain stopped working. I knew both words, but at that moment they sounded strange. I stood there thinking, single, double, what does that mean again? Finally, I answered very confidently, yes. The receptionist looked confused and said, yes, which one? Then I realized my mistake. I started laughing and said, oh, sorry, I mean a double bed. Moments like that remind us that language learning is never perfect. Even when you know the language, your brain can sometimes freeze. But the good news is this. Hotel staff usually talk to travelers from many different countries every day. They're used to hearing different accents and different levels of English. Most of them are patient and helpful.
That's a really good point. People who work in hotels are usually very experienced with international guests. Now, let's imagine the most common hotel situation, checking in. When you arrive at a hotel, the receptionist usually starts the conversation. They might say, "Good evening, welcome to our hotel. How can I help you?" At this moment, you can say something very simple. "I have a reservation," Or you can say, I booked a room under the name Lily Chen. These are very useful phrases for travelers. But sometimes funny mistakes happen during check-in too. One of my friends once stayed in a hotel for the first time in another country. She wanted to say, I booked a room, but instead she said, I cooked a room. The receptionist looked surprised and said, You cooked a room? My friend immediately realized the mistake and started laughing. She said, No, I didn't cook the room. I booked the room. Everyone at the desk started laughing together. After that moment, my friend said she felt much more relaxed speaking English because the ice was already broken.
Yes, laughter is a great way to reduce language stress. Now let's talk about another very common hotel conversation, asking questions about the hotel. After checking in, many guests want to know important information. For example, what time is breakfast? Where is the elevator? Is Wi-Fi free? What time is checkout? These questions are simple but very important. Here are some useful example sentences. Excuse me, what time does breakfast start? Where can I find the elevator? Is the Wi-Fi password on the card? Do you have a gym in the hotel? Learning these kinds of sentences is extremely helpful for travelers.
Yes, and here is a very useful learning tip. Tip number 1. Learn English in real-life situations. Instead of only memorizing grammar rules, try to learn English through everyday situations, like restaurants, airports, taxis, and hotels. When your brain connects language with real experiences, you remember words more easily. For example, imagine you are in a hotel room and you notice something is missing. Maybe there are no towels. Maybe you need more water bottles. Maybe the air conditioner is too cold. You could call the front desk and say, Hello, this is room 214. Could you please send 2 more towels? Or, Hello, the air conditioner in my room is very cold. Could someone check it? These are practical English sentences you can use in real life.
Speaking of hotel rooms, I once had a very embarrassing situation involving the word sheet. You know, the bed sheet. Late at night, I called the front desk because the sheet on my bed was dirty. I wanted to ask for a new one, but my pronunciation was terrible because I was tired. Instead of saying sheet, I accidentally said a very different word that sounds similar in English. The receptionist paused and said slowly, Sir, do you mean a sheet? At that moment, I realized my pronunciation mistake and felt extremely embarrassed. I quickly said, Yes, a bed sheet. After that experience, I practiced pronunciation much more carefully.
That is a classic English learner problem. Some English words sound very similar but mean completely different things. But again, mistakes are part of the learning process. And that leads us to another important tip. Tip number 2. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Many learners stay silent because they are afraid of saying something wrong. But silence does not help you improve. Speaking, even imperfect speaking, is what helps your brain grow. Every mistake teaches your brain something new.
Another great way to improve is through listening practice. When you listen to conversations like this podcast, try this technique. First, listen normally. Second, listen again and focus on vocabulary. Third, repeat sentences out loud. Repeating helps your mouth practice English sounds. Many listeners say they talk along with our podcast while walking or cooking. That is excellent practice.
Now, before we finish today's episode, let's imagine one more hotel situation, checking out. When you leave the hotel, the receptionist may say, Good morning, are you checking out today? You can reply, Yes, I'm checking out, or Yes, Room 512. Sometimes they will ask, "Did you enjoy your stay?" A polite answer could be, "Yes, everything was great. Thank you." Or, "Yes, I had a wonderful stay." These small conversations are simple but very natural English.
All right, let's quickly summarize today's episode. First, hotels are great places to practice real English conversations. Second, learning common travel sentences helps you feel confident. Third, mistakes and funny moments are normal and even memorable. Fourth, listening and repeating English regularly helps your speaking improve.
And finally, remember this. Every English conversation you have, even a small one at a hotel desk, is a step forward in your learning journey.
Thank you for spending time listening with us today.
Before you go, don't forget to tell us where you are listening from. We love reading comments from listeners all around the world.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly,
Keep speaking English, even if it is not perfect.
see you in the next episode, everyone.
Happy English learning and safe travels wherever you go.